Ever have a clueless neighbor? Me too. You know, one whose dog poops or pees in your garden, they don't clean it up. Or they come home from a night of drinking and throw up on your sidewalk in front of your house. They don't clean it up. Or the trash, you know, they don't secure their trash. It blows all over your front yard and they don't clean it up. Anyway, David had it like that. Even worse. So, good morning. This is Aunt Beth. Welcome to my lamppost. So, we're talking about clueless neighbors and worse when people take advantage from you or steal whatever. So, let's talk about Psalm 53. The fool has said in his heart, "There is no God." They are corrupt and have done abominable iniquity. There is none who does good. And I'm thinking, yeah, if you don't think there's any consequences for your actions, you're going to go wild. And that's what we're seeing now in our world. I think is a lot of people think there is no eternity, there's no consequences for my behavior. So the big goal is not getting caught. It's pretty discouraging. Um, but let's invest for the long term, the long game. So then the next verse 2, is interesting, caught my attention. God looks down from heaven upon the children of men. I thought that phrasing like grabbed my attention. So I looked up in my Strong's Concordance, and there's like 19 different categories of children. And the first time this was used, children of men, was in the Tower of Babel. The first sort of, I'm not going to let God run my life. I'm going to try and control it myself. And, take on God. And I sometimes wonder, are they trying to build high enough that they would never get flooded out, controlling the judgment and circumstances, but whatever. But children of men, children of Israel, children of God, children of priests, children of the captivity, children of men, it says again several times, strong children, impudent children. Yeah, okay. We've either been that or had them. Okay, children of Judah, Jerusalem, of the kingdom, bride's chamber, wicked, of the world, of the resurrection, light. So it's not everybody, it's just the people who are thinking there's no consequences. Strong's calls it a particular subset. That's not the subset I want to belong to. And then he goes on and says in verse 4, have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread and do not call upon God, my people. So even King David, in the glory days of the starting out of the kingdom, couldn't make people behave. Can't make your kids behave. God can't make his kids behave. Think of Cain and Abel. God doesn't want robots. And then this last verse 6, oh, that the salvation of Israel would come out of Zion. And I think that's Jesus. Even David is recognizing that it's a heart issue. It's a heart issue. I mean, we all start out as the children of men, but do we change to the children of God? And this behavior of some people is like I guess they feel there's no consequences for their actions eternally. A friend of mine who's part of my heart family says, some people are so crazy about money because this is the only heaven they're ever going to have. And that's really sad. The salvation of Israel would come out of Zion. It's interesting because over and over again in the Bible it says that salvation belongs to the Lord. So our actions have consequences. And there are particular subsets that I don't want to be a part of. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be a part of it. So I hope this encourages and blesses you. There are consequences for our actions, and you're a wise person to know that. And I would encourage you to play the long game. Switch sides. Move from the children of men to the children of God. That's a decision that you can make. I can make. Anyway, have a fabulous day. All God's best.